Morning. Um, it's almost 6 o'clock here. I got my coffee. You know that afterglow you get after that first cup of coffee, and you just kind of let it sit in, and now you're thinking you need more coffee. Yeah, that's like that. So this is all the data from the other day. I mean, I had two more pages, but one of the big things that we've got is the room. The room was really interesting. I felt it was more like a boxy room with a very unusual door. It was a really heavy door, and I got fixated on that door. Lori described it differently. She said it was a long room with tall ceilings, and then it was attached to another longer area. So we really couldn't figure out what this area was. The bed was like a bunk bed, and to me, it felt like it had dark material on it, but there was like an upper, there was either a shelf above bed or it was another bunk bed. I mean, it felt like a bunk bed. It was the same. Um, and then when she looked at it, it was the same thing. She felt like there was something over the bed, and it very well possibly could have been a bunk bed. But on the side of this bunk bed, um, I saw the plant, and I thought that was really weird. So I'm looking at the plant, and then I'm looking at the guy's energy, and you could see the energy around him. I mean, it was like this his zone of I don't know what you call it, his zone of comfort, and that zone of comfort uh, extended it extended over to where that plant was. So it literally wrapped that plant. Um, I don't know if it was actually important. I mean, the plant had very peculiar leaves. It had a comfortable feel. It looked like a monster, or I think it's called a monster. It's one of those plants with the big lobed leaves. But the problem is, I've seen that plant before, and the plant that where I saw it would determine where to stay. Is there's a ship that goes on a planet, and inside the ship they kind of like a natural walkway. This natural walkway winds around. You got these big trees and big plants. So it's kind of interesting that something I've seen somewhere else is in this room. Now, I'm going to try to focus in on the plant, see if it's just a normal terrestrial plant found in a tropical environment. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I'm going to try to focus on the plant because is this plant local to a particular area, terrestrial? Is this plant what I saw up on that ship? Um, like I said, the garden that I originally saw these plants in, or trailer path, was part of I guess it was like a feel good area. So you're supposed to walk through it, and it helps you feel better. So these plants would literally calm whatever emotional impact you have. So it was it was designed with these plants in mind. So again, if it's a terrestrial plant, maybe this terrestrial plant is actually a genetically engineered plant for that particular reason. Or it's just a native plant that has actual abilities to interact with the human energy because his energy literally interacted with the energy of the plant, which was really weird. I mean, you could literally see how the plant's energy and his energy would wrap around each other. And I just thought it was really, I didn't know what it meant other than it looked really cool. So give me about uh, give me about 5 minutes. Look it up. Yeah. I've been playing Green Hell, so I've got all these plants just running through my head, and it's not helping. But it was some dark green, heart shaped. It was long. It was like a long droop. It's like a long heart. So it's a long heart shaped. There were holes in the leaf. I don't know if this is by like a natural thing that this plant does, but some of the leaves were whole. There's no imperfection. Some of the leaves have holes in them, and this was literally lots of really big leaves. I can see the root bound. I can see the root just ball, but I can't see the container. I don't know what this container is. It's really, I mean, I see a brown root ball mass. I see the leaves, and this tree's actually big. I mean, it's like, so let me put this guy standing there next to him. I'm thinking 3 to 4 feet tall, depending on the size of this guy. The guy's, I think it was 5'10", 6 foot. But as he's standing here, right? So his energy is literally wrapped around that tree. It's like this tree is important. And there's a connection. I just don't know what it is. The funny thing is why can't I see the container that this is in? It's got to be in a container. I mean, I'm assuming it's got to be in a container. All I see is this root-bound mass square. I mean, maybe that is the container. This root-bound look. I don't know. I'm looking for colors. I'm looking for. I mean, is it a solid green? Is there a woody stem in the middle? I mean, where do these things go to? What does the center look like? Hmm. Center have a fibrous mass. It's kind of like overlapping. Swollen in the bottom. So I'm missing a key feature. What is a key feature? You can in on this quick. I got all this data down. You probably can't even see it. I get higher, go up. Don't know. They, it's almost like they just kind of layer themselves, right? So you have layer after layer, row after row, but a leaf will pop up and then it like opens and then the weight of it kind of starts drooping it down. You know what I mean? It's like it's such a weird feel. So I don't know what a monster is, and internally, I don't think it has a base like this. This is a wider base. I mean, the unfurling thing is is kind of interesting because it literally pops up and then unfurls. So you would think it's a flower, but it's not. It's just like a leaf that just unfurls and then starts dripping down. Um, Glossy. The question would be, is there, I mean, does this actually spawn a flower? Does this a flowering plant? Strictly, I mean, this kind of base kind of looks reminiscent of a damn palm tree, but I've never seen a palm tree with big glossy leaves. Or maybe it's just a very old plant stuck in a container. I just wish I could see the container. It's really frustrating. The other thing I don't see is I don't see any tables or chairs. I don't see in the room is kind of like a blank room with this bed on the wall and this plant in the corner. There's no, I know he has water. He has a container of water, but I don't see where he put it. I don't see any normal chairs. I mean, maybe I'm looking the wrong way. So if I did a 360 and looked, if I sat here next to the tree and I looked the other way, all right. So maybe it's in the far corner. Maybe I have a like a I have something on the far corner that seems to hang off the wall where he's got. Let me. If the new leaf emerges from the or if it emerges from the previous leaf stem. Well, that's what I'm looking at. It looks like in the top of this thing, it looks like everything's coming out of there, but I can't tell if it's coming from the previous leaf stem. I mean, does a stem come up, unfold down here, and then the next one comes up? I can't tell. It just looks like the central mass of growth is here at the top of this. This slowly keeps building on itself, and then it just these things shoot straight up and they pop off. Um, Let me get a picture. Trying to do screenshots with my OBS Studio, and it's such a pain in the ass. run over this real quick. We're wondering if the guy is CIA, NSA, or other. We're also wondering if this person has ties to these people. There's the whatever this alien race is that dropped the drone. There starts with LEI. um, we're working and trying to give the guy reassurance, let him know that we're trying to get a hold of him for other possible military aspects that we're trying to look at. Target has direct communication with me, confusion, trying to run or disconnect. Andromeda Galaxy. This is why I try to get these people to let me record their voice. It's so frustrating because now I'm looking at all this data. It's like trying to get this into a legible, other than bits and pieces of data. It's just so frustrating. But I'm working on it. I think I've got her convinced that you know the easiest way to do this is to. And here we go. He is hiding kind of safe, open white room, light, empty, and then the door opens. So, and there's two groups of others. So it's a primary group where he's contained, and it's a secondary group where he's I wouldn't say contained. He's the secondary group wants access. So see who the secondary group is. All right, get rid of this crap. Okay, just basically. Alosa cocosa. Dark, glossy, heart-shaped leaves are pretty common. Is this like a tropical area? Like, say, one of the things is when I pulled up Google Earth, it feels like it's from Nicaragua to Ecuador, somewhere in that general region. But that was based on the assumption that this base is in a cliffside and there's a trail down to the ocean. The problem with this trail down to the ocean scenario is unless it's a protected bay, unless the area in question um, well here let me just show you. All right, so base is here. This is looking west. Base is here. This is looking west. Right, so over here is water. We got water over here. We have military base under here. Right, here's the shoreline. Right, shoreline goes along like that. So you walk out of the base, you go down a trail. There's like a wooden structure that you walk out on that goes out into the water, right? So unless it's a protected bay, it'd be kind of rough to have any kind of structure going into the water other than a major pier or facility that's designed for the ocean, right, and the ocean current. So, and the military base on the water, I mean, they're all along that coastline, but they're also in a couple lakes over South Canada. So, I mean, is this possibly like in an area where you have a large lake in a tropical region and it goes, so you have a hill or a mountain here where it would just kind of descend into the lake and this big military base or whatever base is here. It's just I mean, I can see the water, but I can't smell the salt. And I don't know if that's important or not. I don't know if it's a freshwater lake or not. But I do feel that the place is embedded. It's not like a tent or a building. It's not a structure. It's green. It's it's literally got greenery around it. So a fairly green area. And the trail is, not a finished trail. It's more like a path. And these are big, big trees, and you got lots of undergrowth. So there's a lot of storied feel to it. You have the upper trees. I wish I could look at the tree and tell you more other than it's like they're tall, but they're wispy. A lot of the undergrowth is it's like in damp. Uh, this wispy feel is really cool 'cause it's like these things spread out. They're not dense trees, and yet you have like vines and shit that grow up on here. You have on the ground. It's like a trying to reach, and the path cuts through it. What I'm not seeing is I'm not seeing a road. I'm not seeing a flat platform here at the opening. So this is a flat area. There's possibly there's possibly I don't know what it is. But again, it's just similar design as the trail. It's just the trail. The trail is literally small. Whatever that offshoot is a little bit larger, but it winds through this dense area. I mean, shit for that matter, that could be the Washington coast up there in the tropical or the forest we got up there by Olympic National Park. But it's warm. I mean, it's very warm even. And my question is are these plants outside in this area? Is this a plant that's like one of these functional invasives? Okay, so they're native plants. Um, I'm trying to see if this room is a prison cell because the door is unusual. It's a very heavy door. I've never seen a prison cell with bunk beds like this. I've definitely never seen a prison cell with a plant like that. So I don't see an external window. I don't see any any reason for this. Okay. And it's so weird because I hear kind of like a drone off in the distance. I can hear a murmur. I can I can literally hear modulation. So somebody's talking, somebody's listening to something. There's like a cart that is pushed through. So this cart gets pushed through and pushed by the door. It's not a big cart. It's just like it's almost like a made cart, but on top of it are these tools or I don't know, necessary things I want to say. So let's just call them tools for lack of better words. And they're pushed by the door. So this door is an area where this cart is pushed back. I don't know what the tools are for, but this thing is pushed back and forth. There seems to be like let's just say it's a canister trying to, I can see the canister, but I can't tell if it's up or sideways. There's a good possibility that you have a canister sideways and a canister up. So there's a canister that comes up like this. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the canister sideways is down here, but this one's up and it has to stay up. So there's like a strap around it. But I don't see the people. I don't see the person pushing the cart. I don't see any. All right, so I'm gonna walk down the hallway toward the noise. I'm gonna walk down the hallway toward the noise. I've got to get you some more whiteboards. My plan is to actually have a stack, 6 of them, so I can basically open this up, start on a fresh whiteboard, open it up, start on a fresh whiteboard. And that way I can save these if I want to go back and point something out. Because once I erase these, I mean, it's like the data goes away in my brain. New tangent. It's nice because I can literally follow, chase new detail. But it's hard to go back to. So I'm going to go down to where this murmur is, right? Give me a second here. This person's much taller than this person. This person's fairly short. They're both standing over a whatever that is. They got 3 people. This guy's over in the he's a little ways away. And the tall person and the shorter person are discussing. Yes. Question is, can they see me? It's funny. I don't know. I don't know if this guy is the tall one or the short one or this guy off in the distance. I don't know who this guy is, but this guy seems to be aware. This guy seems to be aware of me, and these guys don't seem to care. So whatever they're discussing doesn't seem to be important or relevant to what I'm doing. I have no clue. Um, but very tall and very short. And we're talking. We're not talking like midget. We're talking like 5'4", 5'6". So average size. This one's wearing kind of like a how I want to say it's kind of like a uniform, but it's more like a shirt that has properties. There's something wrapped around his neck, and there's something cool. I'm wearing. Can't get a good look at these two. It's just it's like I want to. I want to see what they're wearing. I want to see what they are. The funny thing is the seat that this one's sitting on, right? So when I sit or stand for a long period, my knees and my back like, and it's the same with this guy. So for whatever reason, he has aches pains. The seat is not a seat. It's more like a rolling cushion thing that down and takes off body part. So I'm thinking this guy's fairly old because when I look at him, his back is kind of funky. He has like things going wrong in his knees and his hips. So whatever's going on, either the gravity's too high or something. He's infected and he's sitting on a special seat to take the So then again, now my question is this a human, just a tall human, or is this something else? This one feels more human-like, but I'm not going to guarantee it. Almost feels like almost feels like a small military guy. I just wish I knew who this guy was. This one that's watching. I don't know. Anyways, get down a rabbit hole. Sorry about that. I'll let I'll let I'll let Lori watch this and see what she thinks. I'll have her see if she can focus on my key why victim discussion. Hearing see if she can detail. The other thing I'll do is I'll actually turn the plan into a target and then have some of the other guys see if they can draw it out for me. So thank you for thanks for watching, man. If I get any other great ideas, I'll try to put it down on paper, or I'll try to do a quick video and send it your way. So cool, cool.